In this video, we're going to draw a bicycle for my next coloring page in Procreate. So let's get started. First, I'm going to go to my canvas. So I'm going to my actions and then canvas, and then I'm going to add a drawing guide. I'm going to edit my drawing guide and turn up my grid size a little bit. This will give me a guide so that when I'm drawing, I'm not just all over the place. First, I'm going to start with the wheels of the bicycle. Then I'm holding it down. So I drew a circle, I'm holding it down, and it will snap into a shape. And then I'm going to touch my canvas to make it perfectly round. So that's looking good. I'm going to duplicate this layer and then select it. And I want to click Uniform so that it stays the same aspect or the same dimensions. I'm just making it smaller. So that's how I make my wheel. I'm going to combine those two layers by pinching and pulling them together. Swipe that to the layer to the left. I'm going to duplicate, select, and then bring my other wheel over here. Like this. Don't want them to be too far apart. That's looking pretty good. Actually, I'm going to pinch those two layers together. So now I'm going to make the frame of the bike. So because I'm not 100% sure what I want the frame to look like yet, I'm going to choose a blue. I usually use blue. You can use any other color you want, but I use this when I'm doing a draft. So I want the frame of the bike to go like this. Kind of want the seat to go like here. It will be parallel to that bar, mostly parallel. Let's see. The seat will be just above the bicycle. Kind of go like this. That will be attached to the frame. And then we want maybe a basket back here. So we're going to do something like this. And then there will be a little thing here. Maybe we'll have a basket of flowers or whatever back here. This will be our seat. And then there has to be something to attach the chain here. So we're going to go like this. And then there will probably be a chain or something right there. We're going to have our pedals be attached here. It's a girl's bike, so we're going to go like that. So the handlebars will be sort of in a U shape, like this. This one will be further away, but so I want to just distort this a little bit. So I'm selecting just that section, clicking the select tool, and I want to distort it because I want just to make it look a little more part of the bicycle. Kind of like that. Again, it's a messy first draft, so. And then we're going to have a big basket on the front, and maybe something that holds the basket on like this. And then maybe we'll have some like things in the basket, maybe a flower like that. It's a piece of bread, in case you're wondering. Maybe we'll have another flower like this. Okay, then our bike usually has like a, where does it go? I think it's like here. There's usually like a, I don't even know what that thing's called. And there'll be one like there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to create a new layer, and then I'm switching back to black. Taking it straight. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I want to have a little bit of an area that people can color. And then I'm going to go straight lines all the way across. So I'm drawing my line and then holding it until it snaps into a straight position. This one's a little different because it's a curved bar. See how it's so much easier when you have like your base layer? So I'm just going to do the basic parts of the frame, and then I'll create another layer for the rest of my bits. That. I think it's important for you guys to see that it's not always a perfect exact process. I don't think I like how that's looking. I'm gonna leave the petal off for now. Then I'll do this little frame here. Same thing like that. I'll do my seat. Just want to clean up that line a tad. So these are all sort of going to be covered by the little thing I have there, so I'm not too worried about those lines looking perfect. And I'm doing thick lines, thicker than I probably would for a normal drawing, because this is a coloring page and people like to have a thick line. That line a little bit longer. Sticks off the back a little bit. Maybe it comes up like this. Okay, so my frame's looking pretty good. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. I'm going to add a new layer. And then I'd like to add this little gear thing here. And that'll cover that up. And then the petals, they kind of come out of here. So I'm going back to my frame layer. I'm going to erase this bottom piece here and behind. And then the petal, I think, comes out of like this piece here. I'm not loving the way I'm doing this, so. There you go. That's okay, I don't mind that. And then for these handles, make sure I'm on the right layer. Actually, I'll add a new layer. I'm going to add just a little grip on my handles. Like that. And then I'll go back and erase on the bottom layer. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that so far. I'm going to create a new layer. Creating a new layer, and I'm going to create this piece here. Now it looks like it's too wide, that's fine. I could put it too far out. I'm going to go like this. So select tool, and I'm just dragging it down. I'm going to duplicate this layer. I'm going to make this a bit smaller. Oops. Clicked uniform, it was on distort, so I had to change it. Line that up. And just connect those two layers like that. I'm going to connect their, or merge those two layers together, and then afterwards I'll go in and erase that line underneath. Actually, I can do it now, but just because I have that blue under there, you won't be able to see the whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. Because my wheels are the same size, I can just go like this. It's in a different area, and I'm going to distort it just a tiny bit. Ah. I think that's looking okay to me. Now I'll add some of my accessories, I'm going to merge those two layers, erase behind that one layer, and then I can merge it with my wheels. So I'm holding down that layer, dragging it next to my wheels layer, and pinching them together. Okay, so my basket's gonna go, I don't like how high it is, so I'm going to make it a little bit lower. Add something like that first, a little bread, add flour here, like that, another flour here, and then maybe I'll add bottle, and another flower. Yeah, that's looking pretty cute. And then I'm going to add another basket back here. I'm adding another layer so I can add just some flower heads like this. Oops. You can't really see them yet because they are on top of the other layer. Just moving that down. That's okay. We're going to erase in a second, and you'll see them perfectly. So I'm just going to erase this background layer. Oops. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of my background layer so you can actually see what's going on here. And then I'm going to erase behind my bars so you can see what the bike actually looks like. There we go. That's looking pretty cute. I want to lower my brush size, and I'm going to add just a couple of details to my bicycle like this, or to my basket, just like that. I'm rounding out my lines a little bit so that it gives it a sort of round feel. I'll do the same thing back here, so it kind of looks like a wicker basket. Don't worry about your lines looking perfect. They don't need to look perfect because baskets are very rarely perfect. And okay, so now I just have to add the spokes to the bike and we're pretty well done. So I want to keep the spokes kind of smaller. So we want to make sure that we're doing it right from the middle. So I'm on a separate layer so I don't have to worry about being perfect here, because I can delete anything. Like I can erase little bits if I need to. That's the perk of having the different layers, is that you can erase what's underneath or on top of. You get the idea. Just making sure they cross properly in the middle and that they look fairly sort of even. I'm gonna add one there. There. They don't have to be perfect, just as long as it looks pleasing to the eye. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then I will erase that's looking pretty good. So I want to duplicate my spokes layer. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to back up my erase. Duplicate this layer. Bring it over here to my other wheel. And I'll go back and erase again. Go to my second layer, click the erase button. Got some more erasing to do over here. I don't think anything's obstructing that too much. Make sure it's all lined up. And I'll turn off my grid so you can see the final product. So I'll combine all of my layers together, and then I can select it and move it around. I want to add a little detail to my bread here. Maybe a little bottle label like that. There we go. You drew a bicycle. Congratulations! If you like this tutorial and you'd like to learn more about Procreate or drawing in Procreate, if you want to learn more about coloring books, leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!